it's time for another to buy or not to buy video. You guys know what this means. Honest mini reviews. Let's go. Okay, number one on my list today is this guy. You guys saw this in one of my unboxing videos. I ordered this off Amazon. This is a label maker, and it's just really cute, and I wanted a label maker for the longest time, so I got this one. It's not very expensive if you look at it as a label maker, because label makers can be pretty expensive. That's what I've realized. They go up to like 5,000, and like a decent one, the actual like digital ones are like 3,000 to 4,000. So this one is a manual one, and it's like a little old school and gives you like those, you know, tick type labels, which actually really work. And it's not that expensive. It was 974 rupees. Plus I paid about 450 for the extra tapes because I wanted different color tapes and stuff. It's really easy to use actually. You can just, you know, open it and change the disc or put the tape in, and basically if you do the click, that's how it kind of works with, you know, creating a label. Pros are that it is cheaper, as I said, than other label makers. It looks kind of cute. It's pink. Of course, it comes in different colors. I got this one because I thought it was the nicest. In terms of cons, I would say it's a little hard to do. So you have to fully press. Okay, I'm going to press anyone just to show you guys. Like you have to fully press for a letter to come. So if you're making multiple ones, it's kind of hard because you have to keep turning the dial and you got to keep pressing and then, you know, eventually cutting. So that's like, if you want to make one label, you got to do that. So imagine if you want to do like your whole pantry in one day. That's going to be a little bit of a, you know, finger and arm workout. I would recommend, if you have this, you know, use it long term. Like I've been randomly making labels and being like, oh, you want a label? You want a label? You want a label in the house, and being like one. And I've made a list of labels that I want to make long term. So whenever I have like 5-10 minutes, I make them, like, you know, and then I keep ticking what I've made. If that's your kind of usage, this works really well. I don't think I ever thought I would talk this much about a label maker, guys, and be this excited about a label maker, but it's that good. So definitely to buy. Next up, we have this guy. Okay, what is this? This is a power bank. It's a really tiny power bank and it's pretty good. Okay, so this one actually I ordered recently from the Amazon sale. So a lot of the stuff I ordered was during the Amazon sale, which was like on slight discount or major discount and stuff like that. I was looking for a power bank because I'm mostly going to be traveling soon, and I feel like when I travel, I do shoot a lot with my phone sometimes, and then like my battery drains, and I do need like a power bank just to, you know, kind of keep that going because I'm vlogging with my phone in 4K. So the reason I got this one is because I wanted something like powerful but still compact, light and small. It is pretty amazing size wise. Okay, for scale you can see this is my like palm. It like literally fits in my palm. Yeah, I have big hands, but it's still pretty small. And it's very light. It has 2 USBs. It has a USB-C option also, so you don't really need like an old type charger. You can use your new chargers with it as well. And it's really light. Like, I mean, considering the amount of shit I have in my handbag, even if this was there every day, I probably wouldn't like feel the weight, you know. So that was my main concern when I was getting a power bank for my usage. I was like, I probably need maybe 1 charge extra or a charge and a half at best in a day, and this works for that. This is 10,000 mAh, whatever that figure is. I know I had an earlier power bank which was 20,000, but it was double the size and really large and like a brick. Like Weber used to joke saying, you know, this is like a weapon, and it's like if someone comes to attack you on the street, you can take out your brick and throw it at them, because it was literally like a brick. That was what actually made me want to not buy another brick. I was like, I want something small and compact, because obviously technology is way better, and that was like a few years ago, 5-6 years ago and stuff like that. Another factor that made me get this one was because it was highly rated on Amazon. So this was rated number 3 in power banks. The earlier 2, like first and second, were also me, but the first one was 20,000 whatever. Second one I think was 10,000 but bigger. For me, size was a factor. I wanted something small, I wanted something compact, and I wanted something that I can travel with. So, I mean, for an average person, if you're using this with your phone, you can even opt for the 20,000 one if you don't have other stuff. From my perspective, I have like my vlog camera, I have extra batteries, I will have my phone, my chargers, a power bank, you know, in addition to the regular traveler stuff like my supplies that I need for the day and stuff. So I feel like if I can avoid that extra weight, I want to avoid it. And also I think this is great for city use. Like if you're someone that doesn't carry a bag and you want to put something in your pocket, those big bricks are like a brick. This would easily fit into your pocket. I have been using this for the past week and it's charging my phone really fast, which is really good. And it takes about 6 to 8 hours to get a full charge, which is, I mean, overnight. So for me, that's perfect because whenever I'm traveling, it's like the night time is when I put my power bank to charge and I need it to work all day. And this does that. I'm gonna say definitely to buy if these are like, you know, your concerns similar to mine where you want to charge a charge and a half. If you want like a longer, like lasting one with multiple charges, then not to buy. Definitely then just go for the 20,000 if size is not an issue and you're like, oh, I'm okay to carry the big brick around, it doubles as a weapon and it works for me. Then this is a little small for you, then not to buy. The 4K Fire Stick from Amazon. Okay, guys, I don't know, for those of you that have been watching me for years, you will remember, I think one of our first few to buy or not to buy videos had the first ever Fire Stick when it was like, oh my God, there's something like this thing which you can watch multiple platforms with one remote and stuff like that. Now, I will give you guys a little context before I go into actually reviewing this guy. This is not my first Fire Stick, okay? I've obviously, as I said, started from the first one and gone through many over the last few years. I love the Fire Stick as a device. I feel like it is just so convenient for like a you know, consumer of content like myself. Like I like to call myself that because I am on every probably like streaming platform there is. I watch a lot of stuff and I like to say I watch it professionally because I review it for you guys, but no, that's just me trying to cover for my addiction of watching stuff online. But I feel like the experience of watching things over the last few years has become so elevated, right? So here I don't really use the TV. Like my parents use the two TVs here and they find the Netflix button on the remote. It's really easy. So I bought those TVs keeping that in mind that, okay, they can use Netflix. But then this year, the whole F1 situation changed. Hotstar stopped streaming and you had to get F1 TV Pro. And my dad and me like to watch the races. So I thought, okay, I'll use my old Fire Stick from there here. Just for that, because other than that I watch everything on my iPad, right? But my old Fire Stick was really old. The remote had gone and I had to use like a remote on my phone. I actually downloaded an app. For those of you, actually, if your Fire Stick remote conks, there's a Fire Stick remote app that you can download and use, which I you have to connect it each time. And also my Fire Stick and my HDMI port were just like, you know, like it was sticky and shaky, and then some days the audio was gibberish and I had to do it like restart it a million times. The last race, that's what happened. Like 20 minutes were spent trying to like organize my old Fire Stick and then I was just ready to be like, argh! So then the sale happened and I was like, I'm getting the new 4K stick because I'm just not waiting. So I ordered this guy, okay? This guy is absolutely amazing. I have been using it in our Wally house for over a year. 4K quality also really is amazing. So of course it depends on the TV you have also. So if you have a great TV and you have 4K, your streaming quality is going to be amazing. Here we don't have a fancy TV or anything, but I did see an instant jump in the quality with this one because I was using the earlier one, right? So the minute I put it on, I was like, wow, this is so much sharper, so much like better. What I love about this is the remote has the button, so you don't really need to go into like searching and stuff, but also quality is amazing. It is a bit pricey, but it's one of those things I think to best buy during the sale. So I bought it during the festive sale right now and it was slightly cheaper than the usual price, but like nothing too drastic. I bought it for 2,711 and it's usually 3,000 something. So not that much of a discount. The HD one was actually on a really high discount, but I didn't want HD. I wanted to elevate my viewing experience to 4K. So I got this one. I will obviously say to buy for everybody. But there are two types of people. Okay, there are people like me that watch a lot of content online. As I said, consumers of content. Are you a consumer of content? How many subscriptions do you have? Like, do you use like Hotstar, Jio, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all of them, F1 TV Pro? Do you like just watch Netflix? What kind of a TV do you have? Is your TV like, can it support 4K or not? These are all factors that you need to ask yourself before, investing in a 4K Fire Stick. Also keep in mind, these usually die every like year or two. Our Whirly Fire Sticks, every year or two, either the remote dies or something is not working, and then you kind of have to get a new one. But it's one of those devices, I feel, for me, that I can't do without, like, because I use so many different platforms. It's really convenient. It works really well. If you're someone like me, a consumer of content, and your TV supports it, to buy. If you're someone that doesn't have a TV that supports it, and if you're someone that uses only Netflix or one of the platforms, I guess not to buy. Then we have this guy. Okay, this is a screen and lens cleaner actually. I've been wanting one of these for a while, and I got this and I've been using it for the last week or so, and it works really, really well. I will tell you what I like about it. Okay, so number one, it's pretty large. Okay, so you can see the bottle is large. It's gonna last me like for a while because I have a lot of devices to clean, and the cloth is also large, as you can see. So I feel like a lot of the screen cleaners earlier that I used to order had like, the baby cloth that comes with it, which is just really annoying, because when you have to clean like a 13-inch screen, 15-inch screen with that, you're like, and it's just not happening. This I like because you can do like the dirty wipe once, and then the clean wipe, and then the drying wipe. Like, you can keep turning it around and using it, and it is big enough. Or even if you do 3-4 devices at one time, it's big enough to give you like that clean like feeling, and not that like cloth that is like smaller than my palm. Also, as a cleaner, I think it worked pretty well. I've used it on my phones, I've used it on my iPad, on my laptop. My laptop, of course, is the filthiest because I don't clean it often. I quite like that, and it's actually really, as I said, the size of this is what was attractive to me, because I was like, the tiny ones finish really fast, don't really clean. This I can use generously and clean. So now I need to actually clean. Hashtag clean cherry clean, like the other one, which I will not speak of because I have not finished that goal yet, as you know. This was 379 rupees, which I think is great for the size and scale of everything. And it does the job. Okay, so if you're looking for a good screen and lens cleaner, actually, I will say definitely to buy. Last but not the least, or maybe actually the least in this video, I should say that, is an impulse Amazon sale buy. So now, as you've seen, when Amazon sales are on, whether it's the Prime Day sale or the festive sale or whatever, I end up buying a lot of things I don't need. And this time, randomly, ice trays popped up in my suggested, oh my god, you might like this. And they enticed me with the festive deals, and I was like, oh, it's just this much. Yeah, I bought 3 ice trays. 2 were a set of 2 and 1 was a set of 1. And you're probably wondering why I'm talking about ice trays, but this is not like a normal ice tray. These are fancy ice trays. Okay, I remember a few months ago I was at a party with Vaibhav, and we saw the bartenders using all these fancy ice cubes, like like proper round balls, like giant balls, and like squares and rectangular pieces, and I was like, oh my god, this is like fancy ice. And I remember that time like looking it up on Amazon, and each tray was like 600, 700, and I was like, okay, I don't need the square ice in my life, I'll survive. But then I thought, okay, when I saw this on sale, I was like, oh, they're so cheap. So they had the baby round little balls was one which I bought, which is not the silicone one, it's regular plastic. It was 142 rupees. Then there was this set of 2, the silicone mold ones. One is proper big squares, and one was meant to be like these giant, globes, like circular ice. The square one is beautiful. No problem with that. It, you pour stuff and it comes out beautifully, looks great, all of that. The round one is problematic. So both the round ones, the baby round one and the big round one, they have these little holes, right? Because you have to form a circle. So it's like half can be filled and then you like seal it and you fill the top half. So like there's water everywhere. Okay, I tried to fill these 3 ice trays and I had a puddle around my kitchen, around my fridge. Even the silicone one, the round one, of course they say, oh, seal it and then put water to put weight on it and then fill it with this little baby funnel that they have with it. Invariably it's all over, it doesn't work, and the ice comes out like half teda meda, or like the circle is not filled or whatever. Like it doesn't work. And I thought first, I was like, am I doing something wrong? I went back to the page to read the reviews and you know what people are saying, instructions, all that. Almost 80% of the people were like, oh, the round one doesn't work, bro. And I was like, oh, thank God, I'm not alone. This is not a scary chef situation. It's a real, legit, normal person situation. I mean, basically just don't buy fancy ice, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. No. The square one worked really well. They do sell it as separate also. So if you're buying the ice, the square ones, I would say definitely to buy. Round ones, the ones I bought, not to buy. I guess there's better quality. As I said earlier, I saw 700-800 worth of ice. If you're a major like ice person and through a lot of parties, maybe get a better ice mold, I guess. But if you're like me that doesn't really have a lot of ice, I don't even know why I bought these ice trays. Firstly, I was like, okay, like that day I had to force myself to have ice because I bought this, you know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at. And I gave one off to Weber. I was like, please take here, I bought this ice tray for you from Amazon for your morning smoothie. And he's like, what? And I was like, no, I bought it, I don't want it now, take it. But yeah, so I buy a lot of random stuff from Amazon, and this was one of those which I do regret, and I'm like, why did I buy the fancy ice? Square one, to buy. Other one, not to buy. So guys, those were all the things that I'm reviewing for you in today's to buy or not to buy video. Comment below with other stuff that you think would be fun for this series, because I'm always buying random things, reviewing lots of random things for you guys, as you see. So yeah, comment below and maybe I will try them. See you guys. Bye.